Have you ever contemplated how gambling affects our society? It's a question worth mulling over. Gambling, like any other activity, brings with it a mixed bag of effects, some positive, some not so much. Let's start by looking at the appealing side of gambling. It's undeniable that for many, gambling serves as an exciting form of entertainment. As the roulette wheel spins or the cards are dealt, there's an undeniable thrill that comes from the uncertainty of it all. Moreover, gambling can provide an economic boost. Casinos and lotteries, for instance, generate significant revenue, not only for the operators, but also for the government in the form of taxes, thus contributing to the economy. But as we delve deeper, we find that the glitter of gambling often masks a darker reality. The most glaring of these is gambling addiction. This is no mere habit. It's a compulsion that can lead individuals down a path of financial ruin and emotional distress. The all-consuming need to gamble can overshadow all other aspects of an individual's life, leading to strained relationships, job loss, and even criminal activities in desperate attempts to fund the addiction. Then there's the issue of financial ruin. Even for those who aren't addicted, the losses can pile up, leading to a precarious financial situation. This can be especially detrimental for individuals from lower income brackets who might see gambling as a ticket to financial freedom, only to find themselves sinking deeper into the quagmire of poverty. And let's not forget the potential contribution to income inequality. The rich get richer, often owning or investing in the gambling operations, while the poor, lured by the dream of hitting the jackpot, get poorer. So we find ourselves at a crossroads where entertainment and economic benefit intersect with addiction, financial ruin, and income inequality. The question then arises, how does gambling fit into the grand scheme of things, or as some might say, the matrix? So you ask, what exactly does the matrix imply? Well, let's dive into it. The term matrix here isn't referring to the blockbuster sci-fi movie that blew our minds back in the late 90s. Instead, it's a metaphorical concept. Imagine a vast, intricate system, invisible yet omnipresent, that subtly controls and manipulates our behaviors, decisions, and perceptions of reality. This matrix isn't run by sentient machines, no. It's created and perpetuated by societal norms, cultural ideologies, and power structures. It's a web woven by those in positions of power to maintain the status quo and keep the masses compliant and predictable. Economic disparities, for instance, are one of the outcomes of this matrix. The rich continue to amass wealth while the poor struggle to climb out of the poverty pit. The middle class, they're mostly stuck in a loop, working hard to maintain a lifestyle that's perpetually one paycheck away from disaster. And it's not just about wealth. The matrix influences our opinions, our tastes, our aspirations. It decides what's normal and what's alternative. It tells us what to value, what to ignore, what to fear, and what to desire. It's like a puppeteer pulling the strings, making us dance to tunes we didn't choose. But here's the kicker. We're not just puppets. We're also the audience, applauding every performance, cheering every act. We're deeply entangled in this matrix, often without even realizing it. The matrix is not inherently evil. It's a reflection of human society with all its complexities, inequalities, and contradictions. But it's crucial to recognize its existence, to understand its mechanisms, and to question its influence over our lives. In such a system, where does gambling fit in? Is it just another tool to keep the wheels turning? Let's delve into that in the next scene. Gambling, a seemingly innocent pastime, might actually be a cog in the machine of the matrix. The thrill of chance, the allure of a quick fortune, the flashing lights and ringing bells of a casino, all these are carefully designed to captivate you, to draw you into a game that, more often than not, you're destined to lose. Now, you might be thinking, well, it's just a game, right? But let's delve a bit deeper. Gambling is often promoted by those in power as a form of entertainment, or even as a chance to strike it rich. It's sold to us as a dream, a way out of financial hardship, a ticket to a better life. But how often is this dream realized? The reality is that the odds are always stacked in favor of the house. This is not a secret, it's a well-known fact. The roulette wheel, the deck of cards, the slot machine, they're all programmed to ensure that over time the house always wins. And who owns the house? The rich and powerful. So, What happens to the average Joe who walks into a casino with his hard-earned cash, hoping to hit the jackpot? More often than not, he walks out with less than he came in with. He may win occasionally, but over time, he is likely to lose more than he wins. And the money he loses? It goes straight into the pockets of the rich and powerful. This cycle is a perfect illustration of how the matrix operates. It's a system designed to maintain existing wealth disparities, to keep the rich rich and the poor poor. The rich get richer, not from their own labor, but from the hopes and dreams of the less fortunate. So the next time you're tempted to try your luck at the casino, remember this: the house always wins and the rich get richer, while the poor keep hoping for a lucky break. Let's recap what we've discussed today. We've delved into the profound impact of gambling on society, unraveling how this seemingly harmless pastime can have far-reaching consequences. From the individual gambler to the society at large, the ripple effects are significant. We've seen how it can lead to financial ruin, disrupt families, and even contribute to societal inequality. It's a high-stakes game, where the house always wins, and the players, more often than not, lose. We then ventured into the concept of the matrix, that intricate system designed to keep us all in check. This isn't some sci-fi plot, but a metaphor for the real world, where the powers that be have rigged the game in their favor. It's a system that promotes consumption, keeps us distracted, and ultimately maintains the status quo. Now, where does gambling fit into this matrix? It's not just a cog in the wheel, but a fundamental part of the system. It feeds off our hopes and dreams, our desperation, and our belief in the elusive big win. It's a tantalizing illusion that keeps us playing, keeps us hoping, and keeps us trapped. But here's the kicker: the matrix thrives on our participation. The more we gamble, the more we feed the system. The rich get richer, the casinos and the government reap the profits, and the poor, well, they just get poorer. So we end up where we began, with a question: is it all worth it? The thrill, the excitement, the dream of that big win. Is it worth the risk, the loss, the heartbreak? And most importantly, is it worth the cost to our society, to our fellow human beings? The next time you consider placing a bet, think about who really benefits from your wager. Is it you, or is it the system that keeps the rich richer and the poor poorer?